Happy Monday evening, everybody. It's Brad Deaton, aka Lae'Visia Rivers. I wanted to start out tonight and say thank you for all the fantastic private messages and Facebook posts that I've received from everybody about the humor the Grundy girl has offered, that being Lae'Visia Rivers. They say that jealousy is the biggest form of flattery. So evidently I have some people that I have flattered greatly. I found out today that there was some post made on another site called Topics. Of course, the same way that I'm free to do anything I want to on this Lae'Visia Rivers page or my Brad Deaton page, they're free to say what they need to say on Topics. But I do want to clear the air because the last time I checked, I had 2,908 likes. And about 1,900 of those have come in the last 7 or 8 days. So I must be doing something that people aren't absolutely hating. Some of the posts that were made were from people that called themselves straight, churchgoer, things of that nature. They were upset about the post that I made in the Grundy Baptist Church, said that it was blasphemy, what I did in the sanctuary. I have to tell you something. My niece Megan attends church there, and some of my most wonderful friends in this town attend church there. And I would never say or do anything that would harm them or harm the image of Grundy Baptist Church or Grundy in any way. My brand of humor is probably different than a lot of people's. There was another post that said that I was rude, that I was arrogant, that I was obnoxious. If my confidence in myself comes off as being rude, then I'm sorry, you're missing the picture. So that's who I am, and I can't change that. Somebody also said something about that I was mean to my mother, that we had issues in public or whatever, and they quoted something that said, ask my stepfather, Ernie Anderson. Well, you know what? They divorced 25 years ago. I would have been 12 years old when they divorced. So I guarantee you that I'm probably not the same person at 37 that I was at 12, okay? None of us are. We all grow and we all live every day. And every one of you that in the sound of my voice, whether you like me or not, you've had a fight in your house. You've had an argument in your house. You've pointed fingers and you've yelled. If you haven't, then honey, y'all are perfect, and y'all better try to get on the front of some magazine because you've made it. But I know most of you haven't. I appreciate and enjoy all of the people that I hear from, and I love the feedback from it. And it's been a great vice for me as I grow myself. I will say this, anything that anybody wants to say about my mother or me or our relationship, she's the strongest influence in my life, ever. She'd walk through the gates of hell and fight the devil himself for me, and I would do the same for her. So don't ever doubt that. And I'll say this, if you need to say something to me or about me, listen, Grundy, Virginia is a small town. The 24614, I'm easy to find, and I'd be more than glad to speak with you in public, in private, in a message, on the telephone, whatever you need to do. So you don't have to hide behind Topics. There's no need for that. So I'm not upset, and I'm definitely not shutting this page down. Lastly, I wanted to discuss Ellen DeGeneres. Somebody called her a lesbian and said, oh yeah, she'd let him be on there because he's gay. Yeah, that's really nice. That shows how small-minded that some of you people are. So everybody go and check out the Topics, get a good laugh at my expense. I had a good laugh about it, and I wanted to make sure that I cleared the air. If you don't like me, if you don't like my posts, if you don't like the people that I hang out with, you know what? Delete me. Make it go away on Facebook. That's the privilege that you have. The same way that I have the privilege to say what I want to do, say and do what I want to do, you have the privilege to delete me. Most of you won't because you understand the brand of humor that I have. And I'm a good person. I believe that we all grow up in stages of our lives. I believe that I started out probably an arrogant, pompous ass of a kid. Sure, been there, done that. But I've grown and I've evolved. I've made some mistakes, so have all of you. But I've learned to live from those mistakes, and I've survived them all. And I know what my heart is, and I know my place in the world, and I would never have done anything to grieve the Holy Spirit. No, that's not who I am. I'm Brad Deaton. You know where to find me if you need me. Other than that, Lae'Visia out.